We're ready to make decisions that we need to make. If that means just continuing the service here because of that, if we have to do it, we'll do it. But it doesn't mean we're going to stop. We're going to go to them.
Well, staging for Operation Swamp Sweep could start as soon as tomorrow, as some leaders say they expect violent criminals to be targeted.
But faith leaders say that's not entirely the case. Their congregations are on edge as the heavy law enforcement presence is creating some new fears. WDSU's Jonah Gilmore live in New Orleans. Jonah, a pastor, tells us his congregation is now afraid to even come to church.
Yeah, Gina Sullivan, that pastor, says that they are already going to homes of some of their members, meeting them where they are. But supporters of the operation say that shouldn't be necessary because the sweep is intended to set things right.
There's a lot of things that I can say, but I have to be aware that I can't feel exactly what they feel.
A harsh reality is setting in for Pastor David Speed, a New Orleans native whose congregation is predominantly Hispanic.
My phone is filled with calls and texts saying, we love you, Pastor. We serve in the church, faithful volunteers, but we're not going to be there this Sunday.
As preps are underway for Operation Swamp Sweep, Speed says his parishioners are preparing too, refusing to leave home.
We're driving them to work, bringing kids to school. We're dropping off groceries for them. We're being that bridge that they need right now.
The 250 agents will reportedly be working across the southeast portion of the state, according to St. Tammany Councilman David Kugel. Based on what he's seen in other states, the sweeps are data-driven, based on warrants, intelligence, and specific targets, not broad stops.
The problem has become so immense and large, I think it's hard to deal with it in any other way.
Kugel, who is also an immigration attorney, says the operation is intended to restore trust, not break it.
I think people may be a little concerned that it's going to be this level of intensity with sending CBP here, but and I guess we'll see if it reflects anything like what we're seeing in Chicago.
In a statement, the head of the Orleans Parish Republican Executive Committee says in part, these teams are not randomly targeting suspected illegal immigrants, but Speed is speaking with people directly who say they don't feel safe.
This is going to be the first Sunday where we actually see and experience. I'm not sure what to expect.
And right now, it's unclear on the exact number of agents and where they will be, as the Department of Homeland Security is not releasing much details. Reporting live in New Orleans, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.